Once again, is welcome to the BigZo podcast. I am he is me, and welcome to another episode 3, I believe. Been took a little few days off, man. Had a couple of distractions, some things I had to get in order, some more technical difficulties, but should be back good, up and rolling. Just want to say Mother's Day was this past Sunday. So shout out to all the mothers out there, all the beautiful, strong, hardworking mothers, all types of mothers. You got the house wives that are mothers that take care of home. You got the single mothers. You got the mothers that are in relationships. You got the working mothers. You got the first responder mothers. You got all kind of different moms out there, and all of y'all are appreciated 1000%. It may not always seem like it, but just know all your hard work, all your sacrifice, your dedication, your commitment, your loyalty to making sure that your kids don't have to go without, making sure that they have everything that they need, making sure that they get what they want, making sure that they feel that love, that tough love, that soft love, that nurturing love, that tender love, that hard love, making sure that they have everything. Y'all are appreciated. Even though, society may paint a different picture. But women, specifically mothers, because it's Mother Day particularly, y'all are appreciated and greatly valued. The backbone of the house, the backbone of the family. Some of the strongest people, I'm going to say a lot of the strongest people I know are women. Quite a few of them are single mothers, but I know a lot of women that are just so strong that face adversity on a day-to-day basis and somehow still manages to make it happen day in and day out, whether they have assistance or not. It's not even about single moms versus mothers who, have a complete family. A mother is a mother. Yeah, some of the duties may be different. The load may be different, should I say. But, hey, same battle, same stress, same struggle, maybe just with a little tweak here and there. But women, y'all continue to impress me. Y'all continue to amaze me. I'm married to an amazing woman. My mom is an amazing woman. I know I'm friends with amazing women. And I've learned so much from women. If you really want to learn the ways of the world or how to deal with women, listen to women. Listen to women even when they're not trying to teach you something. Because even in just general conversation, they drop gems. All we have to do is just pay attention. And I've learned over my 39-year-old life to pay attention. I think that's one of the things that I do well is pay attention. But women continue to impress and amaze me. Like just listen to women, man. And you can learn so much. And I know we like to, we like to joke around about how Um, Women moody, they change like the weather and all that. They have a right to. They have a right to because they deal with so much on a day to day basis, man. You never know what the next day is gonna bring. So different moods for different situations, different scenarios, different occasions. But women, man, I just love y'all so much. And seeing y'all just make something out of nothing is just mind boggling to me. Cause I know men, myself, I could probably even include myself, for the sake of being humble. I know men who would collapse under some of the pressure that y'all be under. And y'all, excuse me. And y'all continue to just produce diamonds with the pressure that y'all are under. Y'all are an amazing species, man. God's greatest creation was the woman. Y'all make everything go full circle. And if if just a few more of y'all could just recognize the power in which y'all possess, y'all could take over the world, man. Y'all could take over the world. It's here for the taking because it's we're in a sad state. We are in a very sad state. But mothers, ladies, mothers, moms to be, y'all are phenomenal, man. Y'all are so dope. And I just want to give a shout out to my moms, Peaches, who is an amazing woman. And it took me to get maybe in my early 30s to really, really appreciate what she did for me and my brother and who she was. Because, when you're a kid and, you coming up, teenager, early 20s, you really still don't see things. Like I moved out when I was 18. But the 18 years that the time that I stayed there, I missed a lot of things. I didn't comprehend a lot of things. I felt like I lacked a lot of things. But one day I sat down and I did a little reflecting, and I realized, man, she really did her thing. Like I couldn't even remember going without. Now there was things we couldn't afford, but when it was crunch time, Peaches was clutch. She was clutch, and I just remember her, doing stuff to make sure me and my brother was good, man. And we all, not to get too personal, but we all have our little demons. Even when she was battling her demons, man, she still was making a way out of nothing while fighting her personal demons. She still was making sure me and my brother were good. And you looking at this small petite black woman who didn't graduate high school. She worked jobs, job after job. It was some welfare and unemployment mixed in there too, but she didn't have no problem working at all. And you watch this petite, beautiful black woman, young, had me and my brother at a young age. I believe she had my brother at 19 and me at 21. But you watch this beautiful black woman provide for these two boys in the hood. And you don't appreciate it until you get older. Like it really didn't sink in until I became a father. And I had to, do this parenting thing where it kind of made me recognize and acknowledge where I come from and what my mom's did for me and my brother. I just remember her sacrificing, like eating, man, just eating. I remember her cooking and it wouldn't be enough for the three of us. So she wouldn't eat. I just remember her on many a days just having an ice cold Pepsi, and me and my brother had the food. All she needed was her ice cold Pepsi. She was gonna eat the ice, and she was gonna eat some sunflower seeds. And I just remember her just cooking dinner and then calling us into the kitchen and fixing our plate, and then she would go in her room, and me and my brother would feast on whatever it was she prepared. Nowadays, kids get picky. I don't eat this. I don't want this. You ate whatever was put in front of you. And I just remember her sacrificing, man, and dealing with just doing what she had to do to make sure me and my brother was good. And I love her for that. And, I didn't grow up with a lot of affection. There wasn't our relationship, because I can't remember the timeline, but I didn't really live with her until a little certain point in my life. Some things had went down, and she came and got me. And and from there it was on the crack. It was a little rocky in the beginning because I didn't know how to approach her. I didn't even know what to call her. And she told me, call me Peaches. And Peaches is my baby. I love you. But we didn't have that relationship where it was all hugs and kisses and I love you and I'm so proud of you and all that. And I used to feel bad, like, yo, I needed that. I missed that. But, as I look back as a single mom in the 90s, 80s, 90s, uneducated, not, no high school diploma, whatever, you surviving. You are surviving. And she did that. So it wasn't no time for, a lot of times it was more tough love than anything. And sometimes as a kid, you look for that soft love. But you know what? She didn't have time for no soft love because the hood was tough. This world is tough. So you need to be tough. It's a time for tough love. It's a time for soft love. And unfortunately, sometimes it's more tough love being dished out than soft love. And I wasn't a bad kid, sneaky. I could be sneaky, but for us getting in trouble, she wasn't having that. She wasn't having that. She would rather get in trouble before I got in trouble. If I had an issue, she wouldn't hesitate to try to intervene. But I appreciate her, man. I appreciate her. It took me a long time. I can't front. It took me a long time. But I'm here now. I recognize, I acknowledge, and I'm giving it up. That's my mom's. And one of the strongest women I know, if not the strongest. The things I seen her deal with, the things I seen her fight against, the things I seen her put up with and just go through and never to break. Women gonna cry. They'll go to themselves and they'll cry for about 5-10 minutes. And then they gonna chuck it up and they gonna get right back at the grind. You can't keep them down long. And women, y'all are amazing. And on behalf of men, we appreciate y'all. All the work, all the sacrifice that y'all do. Those that goes noticed and those that go unnoticed. We appreciate that. All the behind the scenes that don't nobody see. We appreciate that. And so just, again, man, shout out to the beautiful moms out there, man. The beautiful, strong, independent, self-sufficient moms, the team player mom, just everybody. Shout out to women, man. Shout out to women. Y'all are dope. All right. So let's get into this thing, man. So I got a couple of things I want to discuss. I'm gonna try to keep it, within a decent time frame. I'm tired, man. Been at work all night in the rain. But this past weekend, there we go. I start with Queen Erica Badu and Queen Jilly from Philly, Jill Scott. They had they battle on Versus this past weekend. And you know what? I don't even like calling it a battle, man, because it's nothing but love. But it's a love battle. There we go. They had their love battle. And it was everything I thought it would be. Like I sat there glued to the I had to pull up the gram on the laptop because I ain't want it on my phone. But it was everything I thought it would be. I was waiting for certain jams. They gave it to me. Some stuff I forgot about. I can't even front. But when they got into it, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. But it's amazing how fast time go by because some of them joints was like early 2000, but it don't even seem like it. It don't even seem like it was that long, but they was giving it to us, man. And yo, that was you could that was just beautiful. And then they did nothing but sing each other praises the whole time in between songs. And that was just dope, man. Like I love seeing black women give it up. I don't like when we pit two women against each other that's like in the same lane. There's room for everybody. And that was just dope. It was dope. It was inspiring. It was uplifting just to see these two beautiful souls, man, just uh, give each other their props, give each other their roses. You know, they ain't have to wait till some tragedy happened. They were just giving it up as they was going, you know, hit for hit. And I'm enjoying these battles. I'm really enjoying these battles. It was everything. It was everything. I had the candle burning. You know what I mean? You could just smell the incense and the weed through your phone. It was just an aura. It was just a vibe, and they did not disappoint. It was everything. It was everything. I think they went for about what 2.5 hours, and it didn't even seem like it. I think Jill Scott at one point was like, "We've been doing this for 2 hours." It didn't even seem like it, but that's what's happening when you caught in that when you in that energy in that moment. It was dope. Looking forward to the other future coming battles, man. I think this weekend is gonna be Nelly and Ludacris, which should be dope because they both had they time where they was running it, where they was on fire. Everything they did was just banging. So I'm interested to see how this one go. How this one gonna go, man? Because Luda got some stuff, man, and Nelly, the hometown hero, he got some stuff, and I'm looking forward to hearing these cuts, man. I'm enjoying these battles because it gives you that nostalgic feeling. Because when you hear these songs, it always good songs anyway. Good songs that take you to a place in your life where you was at that moment when that song was rocking or when you heard it. And so a lot of these cuts, man, take you back to your, high school days or just college days or whatever. But I'm enjoying these battles. I'm really enjoying these battles. So next up they got Nelly and they got Luda, which that's gonna be a lot of energy. That's gonna be a lot of energy. There's gonna be some bowls being thrown. There's gonna be some twerking going on. That's gonna be nasty. That's gonna be nasty. That's gonna be nasty. So that's coming this weekend, man. So I'm definitely gonna have the laptop fired up for that one. But I'm looking for that. So looking forward to that this Saturday. I don't know what time, but I'm sure they're gonna be making updates or whatever. So all right, so let's get to these. I don't want to call them hypotheticals, but we can call them that. So I have a question to propose to, I guess, men and women. So I was wondering, who makes the best friend? So do men make the best friend, or do women make the best friend? For me, I think women, for men, just this mic, I feel like I'm popping. So I think for men, women make the best friends because women have a way of viewing things and peeping the scene or peeping the situation and peeling back layers. Women are excellent with reading between the lines. Even when there's no lines to read between, they will still find a way to read between lines. And I think they can put you on game. They can inform you, whether you want to hear it or not, whether you like it or not. They're gonna keep it a buck if they're a real friend. Uh, I'm fortunate enough to have real uh, lady friends that is on the up and up, not the slick stuff, the up and up. And you find those and you keep them around because they're gonna hold you down. They're gonna hold you down, and you need that. You need that. I know men, we need that, but I think women make the best friends, man, because y'all give the best advice. Uh, and also, like I said, y'all able to see stuff at different angles because y'all mind is always working. Man, yo, I love us, but yo, we mad simple, man. We simple. Like we can be presented with something. We'll just take it for, all right, for what it's worth. But a woman can be like, hold on for a second. And they will break everything down. Break everything down. That's why it's hard to lie to a woman because they remember stuff. They mentally document it, and they mentally take notes, and they keep it and they store it. And the minute, I don't care how long, how much time has passed. I don't care if it's been 3 days. I don't care if it's been 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. If that story come up again and it's not told exactly the same way you told it to them 3 years ago, oh, we about to rehash this. Nah, that ain't what you said the first time you told me. When I tell you this, uh, you know, 3 years ago. Now you looking stupid because you trying to you know how we do. We start scratching our head and fumbling around, but you can't do it. You can't do it. They don't forget nothing. That's why they make the best friends. They gonna keep it a buck. They can peel back the layers and help you see stuff that you ain't see, or make you think a certain way that you didn't even think about, or peep it from a different angle. Because all men do, we look at it straight on. Every now and then we're able to kind of look around it and look underneath and look on top of it and see, oh, okay, then hold on for a second. And then we get our critical think on. But women, them wheels never stop turning, buddy. Them wheels never stop turning. And to the fellas, real quick, if you're going to lie to your lady, hey, write that lie down, homeboy. Date it and put the subject next to it so when they come up again, you can check it. Because they will they will catch you. But I think, not to slight men, like you got some men out there who will hold you down and tell you right from wrong and kind of check you and call you, when you out of line or whatever. But, for the most part, you got the cat that just a yes man. Hey, do it. But we don't need that because we already deal with that within. So I know for me, I don't need cats around me trying to encourage me or influence me to do dumb stuff because I already had that dumb dude inside me trying to encourage me to do dumb stuff. That's the struggle everyday men have. But I think women make the best friends, man, in every area. So, you know, if you fortunate enough to find a lady friend that just a friend, you can't be mixing it up. Then you wonder why she's tripping on you. Stop mixing it up. Just a friend. Hey, They critical. They clutch. They clutch. Man, I'm trying to give up some sodas, man. So I've been drinking nasty water. I'm sorry, boring water and like tea. You water drinkers, man, I hate y'all. I ain't gonna front. I hate y'all. Like, just to see y'all just drink water all day, every day. I hate y'all. Like, I won't eat y'all cooking because y'all don't like flavor. Y'all anti flavor. But I'm trying to do this water thing, man. And as soon as this Roni let up, you know, get back to the gym and get back outside or whatever. But your boy's struggling. But anyway, I think ladies make the best friends, man. Women make the best friends. To men. Now, women women being friends with women, that's a whole different subject. You got to be almost family for that to exist because women cannot get along with other women. Not all women, but a lot of women. I heard women like, nah, I don't have no women friends because they this, they that. But you know what? Because it's always a competition thing. But see, that's what society has done. They made it to where women feel like they are always in competition with other women when it shouldn't be like that. That's the greatest trick, is to make you think that your enemy is the one that look like you. Women are always in competition with each other, and it shouldn't be like that. But that's what society has said. Society has dictated, which I'm glad these barriers are being broken down. But society has dictated your standard of beauty, what you're supposed to look like, how you're supposed to think, how you're supposed to dress, and what kind of person you should be in a relationship. And that's complete bull. But I'm glad, hey, y'all getting that strength, y'all recognizing y'all worth, and everything is saying bump that. We do it how we want to do it. We make our own rules. And I ain't mad at y'all for that. You know, y'all been playing by them other rules for too long, man. So I ain't mad at that. But it's a shame that we pit women against each other because we tend to miss out on potentially some great things. And I mentioned this once before, but I'm gonna go to music. We missed out on some great music, possibly some great music because of what the industry does to women and what society does to women. Social media. We missed out on some great music. Like, there is no reason why we shouldn't have some dope music, some dope collabos from women artists. But because we so turned on and obsessed with cat fights, if you will, that we're willing to sabotage potential great things for the sake of entertainment. And like I said, I don't have any resources. I don't know any inside scoops. I don't know none of that. I'm just going by my opinion and what I think. But there is no reason why we shouldn't have 3 or 4 songs with Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. Collabos. No reason. Both are dope lyricists. Both can go. No reason why we shouldn't have any dope collabos between Nicki and Cardi. Or Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. I'm showing my age because that's my era. I love Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. No reason why we shouldn't have some dope collabos between them two. Both get busy. But Nicki and Cardi, no reason why we shouldn't have some dope collabos between them two. You can what annoys me, what irritates my sack, is seeing people on social media take sides and hate and throw shots at each other in honor of whatever the famed celebrity is. Like the celebrities are sitting back just watching y'all defend something that really shouldn't even exist. Like, there's no reason why you can't like two of the same things. I like Nicki and Cardi. I loved Lil' Kim and Foxy. You can like two of the same things. I like Kobe and I like LeBron. You can like two of the same things. I like Church's chicken. I like Popeye's chicken. You can like two of the same things. You don't have to choose sides. You don't have to choose. That's the only thing. That's what's good about this country or life. You can like more than one. You can like two things. And the beefing on the beefing on social media, man, about who better, and then taking shots at these people who you don't even know. You're trying to take personal shots and you don't even know them. You know, everybody got their camp. You know, everybody got they create the fans create these camps because they obsessed with these celebrities and they feel like it's their duty to defend their honor or ride for them. But you can like two things, man. It's all right. I like Tom and Jerry. Some days I wanted Tom to get him. Some days I wanted Jerry to escape. You can like two things, man. You can like two things. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, it's funny. It's just funny watching people beef on social media about stuff when the celebrity's probably not even paying them no attention. That just hilarious to me. I had some notes, but I can't find my joints, you know. But like I like Pac and Biggie, man. To me, that's probably the biggest one. We should have had way more songs with Pac and Big. But you know, hey, you can like two of the same rappers. You can like two different rappers. I mean, you can like two different athletes. You can like two different entertainers. I like Emmanuel Lewis, aka Webster, and I like Gary Coleman, aka Arnold. I like both of them. You can like two of the same things. Here go one. I like Android and I like iPhone. That beef right there is one of the most silliest, most hilarious beefs I've seen. Android versus iPhone. It's people out here who really, we beefing out here. We're at war. When I switched over, I had Android for like years. Then I switched over to iPhone, for some reason. Just wanted to try something new. Just wanted to try something new. It is my right. The backlash and the ridicule that I received for switching to iPhone, was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Close, dear friends of mine, all of a sudden my loyalty is in question because I switched over to iPhone. And so now it's like, I think that Android users think iPhone users are bougie, and iPhone users think Android users are ghetto. I think that's the beef. I don't know, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I can't even talk on the phone. Like I said, I got an iPhone. I can't even talk on the phone with a person with an Android because the minute the connection get a little hazy or something, we don't know whose fault it is, but they immediately blame, if you ain't had that old bullshit iPhone, we wouldn't have this problem. Everything gets blamed on my iPhone. Whatever it is, call drop, texting come through, or can't play a video, and that's that old bullshit iPhone. Stop it. Stop it. You be texting, so I guess if it's an Android, I guess if you got an iPhone and you texting with somebody with an Android, their text is green. So if you go on iPhone for iPhone, it's blue. You get beef over that. Look at all that green. It's crazy. It is crazy. iPhone versus Android beef. That is hilarious. I like both. I might go back to Android. Who knows? But we gotta stop that. You can't tell me to choose. I like both. I like Pizza Hut and Domino's. Scratch Pizza Hut. Emos. But anyway, so moving along, done with that. I feel like my mic is popping. All right, hopefully that's better. Uh I've been doing some thinking. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting as I approach 40, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It's kind of bittersweet. Uh it's just some things, man, that I'm recognizing that I'm too old for, that I just won't deal with. And my thing is, what are you too old for? Like, what is some stuff that you just will absolutely not put up with any longer? And one thing that sticks out to me that I just cannot um, continue to understand, I just can't understand, is when I see grown people fist fighting. Like, why are you still fist fighting at 30 and up? Like, if it's not life threatening, there's no reason. You can't get me to fight. I'm done fighting. We can talk. Or I could just leave. I'm too grown to be worried about somebody calling me a punk or scary or anything of that nature. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna leave. I'm too old to be fighting. I'm done fighting. And it just amazes me how I continue to see grown people over 30 fight. Like, what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? I refuse to fight at the age of 39. I'm not putting my hands up if it's not life or death. There's always another way. I'm not putting my hands up to fight nobody. It ain't worth it. So, what are you too old for? What are you too old for? What will you not stand for any longer because you feel like you are just above it now? It's above me now. What are you too old for? I I have pet peeves now, and I'm actually starting to recognize more pet peeves as I get older. Like some stuff, I'm like, yo, that bothers me, and I don't understand. When I don't understand it, it bothers me. Like people who, let me get on my petty segment. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call this the petty segment. Let me get on my petty segment. Yo, people who squeeze a brand new tube of toothpaste from the middle or from the top are insane. I don't that yo, don't squeeze a fresh tube of toothpaste from nowhere but the bottom. I almost put my son out the house because I went downstairs in the bathroom he occupies, and I see this toothpaste just look like it has been squeezed from every angle of that tube of toothpaste. It looked like he pinched it at the top. It looked like he pinched it at the middle. It looked like he may even turned it to the side if that's even possible, and just squeeze it however. I don't do that. I can't have that negativity in my life. Squeezing toothpaste from the middle, new toothpaste, and also you people who leave time on the microwave, y'all deserve Corona. My homeboy, and he know who he is. I ain't gonna say Cornelius' name. He used to warm up food in the microwave. It could be something simple, like let's just say 2 pieces of chicken. He will put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, knowing good and well he is not gonna let that chicken, already cooked chicken, stay in that microwave for 5 minutes, and then would take it out with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the microwave, and don't hit clear. Just walk away. How hard is it just to hit clear? That don't leave time on the microwave. My daughter used to do that before she moved out. Don't leave seconds on the microwave. Just hit clear. It's right there. You open the door, you're done. Hit clear. Don't leave time on the microwave. Please. Please don't leave time on the microwave. And also another one, juice containers. Don't leave a teaspoon of beverage in the container. Finish it off. Finish it off. If you pour some in your cup and you fill your cup up and it's a little bit left, just take that little bit that's in the bottle and drink it right out the bottle and throw it away. Don't sit that swallow, that swig, that thimble of beverage back in the refrigerator. Because then I come in, I'm thirsty, I open the door, it ain't nothing but a teaspoon of juice left. Now we got to have a family meeting. Now I got to make a scene. I don't like people that do that. I won't stand for it. Just finish it. Finish it. Finish it. That's probably the main one, especially when you do it with like milk and you go to fix you some cereal and you done already poured the cereal in the bowl before you check the milk status, and then you go get that milk and it's just, yeah, non-existent. And it's hard. I don't know if you ever had to do it. It's hard to put cereal back in the box, yo. Once you pour it, it has to be eaten. It's hard to put cereal back in the box. But, hey, unfortunately, we got some animals out here who don't like to follow the rules of society, the etiquette, if you will, and keep a serving amount of beverage or milk or whatever it is in the container. And another one I just realized that bothered me is like people who, like, I don't do it, and I make a conscious effort not to do it. When I'm in my car and I go somewhere and I arrive, and before I get out the car, when I open my door, I just hit the lock on the door panel and lock the doors. That's good enough. I don't understand why people get out the car, start walking away from the car, and hit the chirp. Like, why? What's the purpose of that? When you could just hit the lock button on the side compartment and lock all the doors quietly. Like, is the chirp? Does the chirp symbolize something? Is it some type of status? Like, I don't know. That irks my soul. Just hit the button that's on the side compartment. You wait till you're 5 feet away and then hit the little beep, beep. Yo, nah. I'm going to throw a rock through your window and then make it go off again. Just hit the lock on the side door and then just call it a day. Say your battery on your little keyless remote. But that's just me, man. That's just me. Yo, I saw this it wasn't a meme, but I saw this question online, and it was quite interesting. It made me ponder. It was if you were trying to take a woman out with kids, she has kids, a kid or kids, whatever, and you was trying to take her out on a date, and she agreed to go with you, but she was like, I don't have money for a babysitter. Fellas, would you pay for a babysitter so you can take this young lady out? let that marinate. So I asked a couple people, a couple guys. Uh, one OG, one was around my age. The OG was like, hell no. Immediately. Didn't even have to think about it. I don't even think I even finished the question. But he immediately. I said, you don't want to think about it? He was like, nope, I'm not doing that. He said, because that's the start of something start of a path that you don't want to go down. So I asked him to further elaborate, and he did. I'm not gonna repeat it, but it was funny. Uh, uh, my other guy, I asked him. He said not for the first date, which I thought was interesting. He said not for the first date. He was like, if it's the first date, then everything need to be tight and in order. She should have her affairs together for that first date. He said, but after you've been rocking for a minute, a few dates, and then it happened, then he was like, yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't disagree with that. That seems fair. The first date, yeah, you might wanna have it tight. So first impressions and all of that, and if you can't do it, then you can't do it. But so I didn't disagree. I agree with that. That seems fair. But originally, I was like, yo, I don't care if it's the first date or the fifth date. I do it because if you are really, and I said it because if you are really interested in getting to know someone, you're gonna sometimes you have to take an extra step or put forth that extra effort. It don't matter how soon it is or how late it is in the uh courtship stages. Like if I'm digging you, then I'm gonna put forth that effort to get that time from you. So if it's the first date and you like, yo, I really want to go, and hey, you know what? I do that. I take that risk. I take that risk. It may not even be a second date after that. You never know. But I take that risk. Small price to pay. It's a small price to pay. But I think when it comes to courting, sometimes you got to put forth that extra effort. I think these days we've gotten lazy. We've gotten lazy. Like social media and all of that has made it too have made women too accessible, and in turn it has made men lazy with their pursuit, because now women are so accessible. You can either you don't even have to get the phone number. You could just holler at them through their social media or whatever the case may be. They're too accessible, and so that makes men not have to work as hard, or it make men not I'm gonna say appreciate time in a sense. It makes men not value time in a sense, because I can contact you anytime I want to. I can reach out to you. You don't necessarily have to respond, but a dude can reach out to you anytime, any given time, 24/7, and that right there hurts the game, because now there's no appreciation of time, quality time, and time spent. There's no appreciation for that, because now back then, before all of this, technology, all these advancements, you had to wait. Girl go to work, you had to wait 8 hours for her to get off to where she can talk to you. So you was missing her. Or whatever she was doing may not be work, but you had to wait. Now it's like you could just throw something at her random, and she get back to you when she can. So you're not really tripping. You're not really tripping, because guess what? Everybody's accessible now. So time, the value of time has really plummeted. It has really plummeted. It's too watered down now. It's too watered down. It's too watered down. So I think that it's not the effort. It's the effort. That's why when women see a dude putting forth extra effort, it's refreshing. because the effort is not there anymore. It's almost like a take it or leave it, or a pick of the litter, if you will. Because it's like, all right, if she ain't with it, all right, this one over here. Dudes will, what's up, gorgeous, 10 different women. And who responds gets that attention. That's what we are. That's what we are. So it's pros and cons to all this technology advancement. It's pros and cons. It's a lot of cons, though. I'll tell you what. I think it's a lot more pros, but those cons are heavy. Those cons are heavy and critical. There's a lot more pros, but those cons, those few cons, are very detrimental. And I think it has shaken up the game in a negative way. In a negative way. My homegirl showed me her text thread, or if you will, or her inbox or whatever. And it was about at least 10 dudes in there all saying the exact same thing. Empty compliments. Empty compliments. You don't even know her. How you know how beautiful she is on the inside? You don't even know her. You can't go by social media. She could be a jerk. You don't know that. All saying the exact same thing. Just an extra word or two to try to stand out from the rest. But all was saying the exact same thing. And it's hilarious, but it's sad at the same time. Y'all nasty, man. Men are nasty. We nasty out here. But it's hurt. It hurt the game, man. So, fellas, my advice to you is a little effort goes a long way. A little effort, little consideration goes a long way. And a lot of times, man, all you got to do, the women will be content and happy with the effort. Because a lot of times, man, women don't really want nothing from you but some time and consistency. You see consistency floating around a lot. Just some time and a little consistency. They don't want nothing from you. Women is out here getting it. They don't need nothing from you, bruh. They don't need no money from you. They don't need no ride. They don't need no place to stay. They don't need none of that. Women out here getting it, dog. So all they looking for is a little effort and some consistency. Just show me you like me. You can offer women things. They'll turn it down. But guess what? They appreciate that effort. And that offer and that effort is duly noted. And that carries weight. That carries weight. Just the effort. Just the effort. But, again, it's watered down out here, man. It's watered down. So, fellas, step that game up, man. Step that game up. And ladies, quit friend zoning everybody too. Y'all ain't off the hook. Y'all go looking at friend zone. Y'all might be able to find a diamond in the rough. Friend, I hate friend zone language. Don't ever friend zone language me. Friend, sir, fellas. If they call you friend or they call you sir, you done. You're done. You are done. Friend and sir. Or Mr. or Mr. in front of your name. You're done. It's a wrap. Hang it up. Pack it up and move. But, fellas, a little effort goes a long way, man. A little effort goes a long way. And some consistency. So, take those jewels and do what you will. So, what next? Oh, I saw this thing this morning, man. I was scrolling, and I saw this video clip. This young lady this lady and her boyfriend was arguing, and apparently I would love to see the full video, but apparently the argument was he was upset with her because she wanted a OnlyFans page, and I guess she told him that she wouldn't do it, but then she wound up doing it anyway because the video clip picks up in them like mid argument, and they having like a heated discussion, and he like trying to get her to leave, and she like throwing stuff, but she was like he was like, what you mad for? He was like, cause you started an OnlyFans page, and she was like, man, are you gonna pay my bills? He didn't respond to that, but that's not the issue. But my thing is, fellas, question for the fellas: could you date a woman? No, bump that. She don't have one. The girl you're currently dating or pursuing, if she wanted to start an OnlyFans page, would you be good with that? And for those who don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know. OnlyFans page is like the newest thing, basically for the Heezies and the Beezies to make money. And it's very lucrative, and I think it might be even hurting the porn game, the business side of it, because everybody's independent now with the OnlyFans. And that just goes to show you, like I said, it's pros and cons to this social media, to this technology. That goes to show you how hoeing has evolved. And I, for one, not mad at it because it's safer. You can just hoe right from your living room and make thousands of dollars. That OnlyFans is popping so much to where the chicks on there are showing their monthly statements or showing their invoices, their monthly invoices of what they're bringing in, and it is crazy. Like, if I lose 35 pounds, I'm gonna get me one, an OnlyFans page. That is, they are making bank. They are getting that bag. As my homegirl would say, which I hate, it burns me up, is get out your feelings and get in your bag. I may have said that wrong, but I don't care. But they making bank. But the couple was breaking up over that. And so, fellas, if your girl wanted to start an OnlyFans page, would you be cool with it? Me personally, I 1000% would be cool with it. I'm grown, bruh. We grown. We trying to get this bread. We are grown. And like I said, it's safe. It's from the comfort of your own home. Yeah, I'm sure it's some stuff you got to deal with. For us, like when you step outside into the real world, you run the risk of running into, subscribers and all that. But that's what that fire is for. But they getting that bread, man. They getting that bread. They are getting that bread, and I ain't mad at them. I think all the ancestor hoes is looking down on them and smiling and proud of them, because that's what they was hoeing for back in the day. They no longer have to be pimped. They no longer have to be put up with domestic abuse or being doing drugs and doing all that and being in like dangerous environments and uncomfortable positions. You could just do it right from your crib with your iPhone or your Android phone. And I'm gonna tell you right now, fellas, if you go visit your girl and she got a ring light, she up to something. The ring lights is popping. So if you see a picture online and she got a little circle in her pupil, a little light ring in her pupil, she got the ring light, dog. She over there getting them pictures off, getting them videos off. So you can't stop it. So you might, if you can't beat them, join them. So if your girl want to get that OnlyFans popping, support her. Come up with some ideas. Create a drawing board and write down ideas how y'all can get this bread. I'm gonna be the cameraman. I'm gonna be your assistant. I'm gonna go get these supply what you need. I'm gonna go get these supplies. You need another ring light? You need two? What you need? You need baby oil gel? What you need? What you need? You need costumes? I'm gonna be your biggest supporter. I'm gonna support you. We gonna get this bread together. We is gonna get this bread together. But that's just me. That's just my way of thinking, man. I'm grown. It's about being comfortable and living life as easy but as lucrative as possible. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yo, hoeing is where it's at. I'm sure all the hoes before them are proud of the 2020 hoes because back then, back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, they didn't have access to all that. They had to get it. They had to get out there. Get out there. But we're in different times, man. So I'm not mad. So fellas, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, ladies is getting that bag. Women are evolving out here. So y'all better get on board or get left behind, dog, because they the use and the need for us it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. We still strong, but it's changing, bro. They're becoming more and more independent. And the way these toys are so advanced, they about to not need us for that either. So you better get on board, buddy. You better get on board. So I'm a get ready to slide on out of here. I went a little too long than I thought, but then I actually wanted to, but I was trying not to address something, man, because quite frankly, it makes me sick to my stomach. But my homeboy was like, "You should do it. That's what the platform is for you to speak what you want to speak about." But I'm sick of it because I can't say nothing. I don't think I could say something that hasn't already been said or convey it in a way that hasn't been conveyed before, because it's nothing new. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and it's still going on now. It's just now we have cameras everywhere and phones and all of that. Everybody is paparazzi. So we capture things. So I wanted to come at it. From a different angle. Far as we had the little terrible incident that happened in Georgia, man, with my man that was jogging, and these two little country ass white supremacists, shot and killed him, murdered him in cold blood. He was just jogging through his neighborhood, and they murdered him because that's who they are. That's what they do. And then, this whole corona pandemic, if that's what we still calling it, a lot of these cities, especially on the East Coast, particularly in New York, they have the mask law. So, it's required. You have to wear a mask. If you're outside, you have to have a mask on. I don't care where you go. You have to have a mask on. So, everybody not complying with that. I mean, and you should. It's the law. It's the rule at the moment, so you should comply. But they are handling it differently in certain parts of towns. So the videos are circulating. You see the videos where, you see all the white people, wherever they are, they hanging out, they doing their thing, and cops are like passing out masks. Like, yo, you need a mask on. Here, we got masks. We provide masks for the people. And then you flip the script and you go to, the hood, the predominantly black and brown neighborhoods. Police is busting ass if you don't have a mask on. Like, them boys is getting rowdy. And the mayor and they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing. And you see these videos, man, where they just is crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, I can't say anything that hasn't been said before. So I didn't want to come at it like that because I could speak from a place of anger. But you know what? They're not even worth my time. I wanted to speak at it as a black father raising a black son in this white America. And that's the only thing that really that's the thing that really trips me out or really makes me nervous and scared for my son. Like I can instill, me and his mom can instill all the values, we could teach him all the respect in the world. We could teach him everything that you're supposed to teach a child, right from wrong, be honest, have respect, respect for authority, respect for your fellow person, show love to everybody, help people. We can do all of that. But it means nothing today. And he's 10. So we only got a few years before he start trying to go outside and be around friends or date or just hang out at the mall or do whatever it is teenage kids do. And I shouldn't have to worry about if he gonna make it home once he leave the house. That's insane. No parent wants to bury their child. And I cry and shed a tear every time I see a parent have to bury their child for any reason, but especially from police brutality or these domestic terrorists. We're just gonna call a spade a spade. And it saddens me to ever think of my son in a situation that isn't his fault, that he didn't deserve to be in, and that he shouldn't be in. Like jogging through your neighborhood, bruh. Just jogging. Got on exercise clothes, just jogging. And they killed this man in cold blood. They came up with a bogus excuse, which we finding out all was a lie. But the talk that I have to have with my son, the talk that a black father or black mother has to have with their black child is way different from the talk that a white person or non-black person has to have with their child. I should not have to tell my son how to behave, or no, I shouldn't have to give him a strict, specific set of rules on what to do and what not to do around the police, because they may shoot you or beat you. I shouldn't have to. Don't make eye contact. Don't do this. Don't say that. Don't do this. I should be able to just talk to my son about the ways of the world, the birds and the bees, life, credit, education, love, that type of thing. I shouldn't have to have this talk with my son about the police. And he look at the police right now, and he loves them. He loves them. But I have to sit here and look at him. And I'm not the cat to sugarcoat. I keep it a buck with him as much as I possibly can, because he's 10. I don't want to strip him of his innocence. But some things I have to let him know. And it's a shame at 10 I have to tell him that when he gets older, some people are not going to like him because of the way he look, or because of the way he talk, or because of the way he dress. That is not a discussion you should have with a 10-year-old child, black child. That is just something that should not be even up for discussion. He's 10. My man like to play with Legos and video games and watch other people play video games on YouTube, which I just don't understand. But it's what he's into. Be a kid. Be a kid. But I have to tell him that. He loves the police. But I have to sit back and tell him, have a talk with him about the police, whom he loves. And I don't care about seeing these videos with they playing basketball with the kids in the hood and all that. That don't do my heart no good. Because them same kids, when they get a little older, they're gonna be busting them beside the head. And yeah, we know all cops ain't bad cops, but how come the good cops never intervene? Just saw a video with the police got the dude in the handcuffs, and I'm sure the dude was talking because it looked like they was exchanging words. The police officer just started beating on him while the dude got his handcuffs behind his back, which is mad cowardly. Was just punching him, welling on him, punching him, welling on him. Even took his shades off and threw him because they was getting in his way, so he can get his shots off better. By the way, he was punching horribly. And his partner is just standing there. If she's the good cop, because clearly he's the bad cop. So if she's the good cop, hey, pull that man up off of him. Intervene. Get in between. Stop it. So it's hard to, we know not all cops feel the same way. We know that. But the ones who don't feel that way, yo, step up. Step up. But like I said, I fear for my son, man. I'm not really worried about me. I fear for my son because it ain't going to get better. It's not going to get better. They always say it gets worse before it get better. This is not getting better until they come up with something, a severe punishment for cops who violate. They are the new gang. They have surpassed Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, all of those. Police is the new gang. They show up on the scene ready to bang. And it terrifies me, man, that my son got to come up in this. And you try to do whatever you can do. You try to protect them as much as you can protect them, but at some point they're going to have to get out there on their own. And I dread the day that phone ring. Or, breaking news or something crazy like that. So, a black father, man, yo, it's hard enough just being a black man and worrying about yourself. But to have a son that got to come up behind you is even more stressful. I love my little dude, man. But it's just sad that at some point he got to get out here and it's a gamble day to day. Because I guarantee you, the white boy that leave the crib, his parents is just saying, be home by 6. That don't even cross their mind. That don't even cross their mind. But black kid, dad going to the mall, hey man, look, before you leave, let me tell you something. If you get pulled over, hey, no sudden movements, don't reach for nothing. Yes, sir. No, sir. Look straight ahead. Keep your hands where they can see them. Don't move. Do exactly what they say do. Make sure you come home to me. It shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. I shouldn't hug and kiss my son and wonder if that's the last time I get to hug and kiss my son. Whether it's me leaving the house or whether it's gonna be him leaving the house. That thought should not cross my mind. Is this the last time I'm gonna get to hug and kiss my son? That thought should not cross my mind. But being black in America, those are the things that we have to deal with. And I know y'all get tired of hearing about it, but yo, we get tired of living it. Y'all ever been followed through a store? You ever been just pulled over for no reason? Because that car too nice for you to be in. I remember when I first got my little Chrysler 300. I was proud of that purchase. And I remember getting pulled over. I had the temp tag. This is before, you could ride the temp tags for 9 years. This is when you actually had to get your plates. So you had 30 days to get your plates. So I had my temp tags, which was still good. Pulled me over. Didn't give me a ticket or nothing. Stopped me. It was like your tags looked like they had been tampered with. But now that I get up close, I see that they haven't been. But where was you headed though anyway? I'm like, home. Where were you coming from? Got on my uniform. Work. Where you live? I live just down the street, man. I'm 5 minutes from my house. All right, you have a good day. So, again, man, it is what it is. But on that note, man, we get out of here. Yo, stay encouraged, stay up, stay low, keep firing. Again, happy Mother's Day to these beautiful women out here. These beautiful, strong women, man. And all that love that y'all received on Mother's Day, is it's a shame this Corona shut that down. Everything was to go. But yo, y'all still appreciate it, man. Y'all still appreciate it. So until next time, man, peace.